Is the last look at the today's special coming up in the next 20-25 minutes, give or take. Keep those calls coming. You are always the most important part of this show. But you had this on earlier and people went bananas.
This went crazy with Amy earlier today. And I have to tell you, Monsieur Big Brow, if you're tired of that brow that looks like it's painted on with a marker, but you want a big, bold, beautiful brow, that's what Monsieur Big Brow is all about. It's a chubby stick. It twists up, you never have to sharpen it, and there's a brush on the back. It's easy to apply, you just can feather it in and make a beautiful brow. It's gonna look way better on what Robert's doing than on the back of my hand, but truly, it just gives you bold, dramatic, densified brows, but they don't look overdone. No. They don't look too much. You know that IG, that Instagram brow that looks like it's painted on? It's gonna look natural, but bold and beautiful. Should we go over to Robert? Because Robert, we've got a couple shades. Do you wanna walk us through the shades and what to do? You got some tips over there for us? You look like, do you need me to help you? You look like you're scrambling a little bit over there.
I can't, first of all,
hard to open.
I can't see.
Oh no.
No, so let's go through these colors.
I think we have a shade chart.
Well, let's do them on my hand so you can see them.
Perfect.
All right, so we have the highlighter. That is not a brow color. That's the highlighter, which I'll show you how to use that. Then we have the blonde. So if you are light and brow, and I mean blonde, any kind of blonde, yellow blonde, gold blonde, taupey blonde, or gray silver hair, I want you to get the #1 blonde. Chestnut is the most versatile, so that's number 2. Chestnut, number 2. Number 3 is the brown. It's a little deeper, a little warmer, a little more golden red. And then we have, of course, the deepest one, which is ebony. These are so easy to use. So let's show you on Miss Carol here. So what I want you to do, first of all, there's a little brush on one end, and then you twist it from the brush part to get it to roll up. So it's self-sharpening. So what I want you to do first, we all know the brow starts from the nose, tear duct, and up. That's where your brow should start. Your arch should be from the nose through the center of the pupil and up. And from the nose to the side of the edge of the eye, out. So if you get it too long, just give it a little smudge. Now what I want you to do is if you want to lift, and we all have one brow that's slightly lower than the other one. I want you to go a little higher. I'm going to show you how to lift your eye. Put a dot where we know the arch is supposed to be through this, from your nose to the center of the pupil. Then draw a line backwards. By the way, this is the blonde, and I'm going to show you a trick with this if it doesn't quite match your hair. We can't make 5 million brow colors to match everyone, so I'll show you some tricks. So draw a line from that dot to where the brow should start. Then from that dot, draw to where your brow should end. There's your perfect shape, okay? Wow. Then I want you to take and brush those hairs slightly up into your new addition, your new brow.
Oh, that's
okay? And then I want you to come back. You can do this with light eyeshadow, but we have this most gorgeous highlighter. And I'm gonna cut off the brow where I don't want any to be left, all right? Now I'm doing this more dramatically so you can see the color, and then I'm also gonna give that extra lift underneath. Now here's a little tip for you. If you're somebody that goes and has your brows done, do your brows every day. Grab a pair of tweezers. I want you to put your brow product on, and then grab your tweezers. Anything that's not fitting in the shape of where we've just mapped out, you don't need. So go ahead and just get rid of it. Then what I'm gonna do is just take my finger, you can use a brush, and I'm just gonna smudge this out. Because what this is gonna do is buff it out and give that beautiful natural highlight. Now let's say, and of course I picked the farthest chair. Hold on, let me get a little brush. Da, 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 da. It's just like real life. I left the brush on the other side of the sink. Then just take and buff that light, that highlighter in. What I love about this highlighter is it's not just for brows. It is ophthalmologist tested, so you can also use that highlighter to, I put the lid back on. What's wrong? I can't see. All the colors are so little.
For 24 hours,
look down for me.
The train is coming off the rails.
That's right.
Then I'm gonna line Carol's eyes because Carol has a hoodie eye. I'm gonna line Carol's eyes with light. What does that do? Who wants more eyelid space to show? I do. I have hoodie eyes. So line the lid with light, and it gives you the look of a more open eye. So I don't know about you.
You're doing on Carol.
It's so funny because
look at the difference. We have not lifted her eye. This is strictly from putting your brow on correctly. And this whole business about, oh, well, thick brows are in. Thick brows are in if your eye can handle a thick brow.
Right,
My eye cannot handle a thick brow.
Right.
Carol's brow could not handle much more brow than this because it would look ridiculous. Now here's that little trick I was talking about. If your eyes are if your hair is a little more silver and you want to match it more evenly, take your pressed powder or your loose powder, and I mean, this is not very nice. I call it dumbing it down. Take your powder, pat over the brow pencil, and it will literally ash out the color. So if you're a more beigey blonde and your brow is going a little more golden, take your powder and ash it out, and it makes the brow look more like your hair color.
Right.
So you can completely transform your brow. These brows are genius. They're so easy to use.
Hey, Robert, I know she's on the clock. You actually paid for another model that you might not be aware of.
I just did everything that you said on Carol.
Carol really did.
But I'm not even gonna tell you. Look at the difference.
Whoa!
Is that amazing?
Oh, that's
Can you
wild.
tell which eye I did it on?
Oh, come on.
Look at this. I put a little bit here. I put a little bit here.
Wow.
And I put a little bit here, and I just blended it away.
Carol,
really simple with this brush on the other side.
Kara's trying to steal my job.
And look at the lift. I know, Robert, you teach me so many awesome things.
For sure. Okay, now, Daryl, I understand we're not going to have time for a full presentation, but we wanted to make the
big marker, Mr. Big Marker.
Mr. Big Marker.
Yeah.
Here it is.